Okay, so since I am here, what I think I might actually do is start here and then work myself up here and see if we can get any good size uh red deer to be spotted through here, and we'll see if any of them are able to make leaderboard. Where is it? Where is the red deer caller? Ah, here we go. Oh, actually, there is actually our first white red deer. Actually, he's actually right over here. Heading down this way. Oh, let's see if he actually answers or not. Is he actually near? I do actually want to know how big he is. He should actually be somewhere around here. Oh, let's see. I really was hoping that he was going to end up calling back. Where the heck is he? I know he should actually be somewhere around here. Oh, I think we just spooked him. Wait, was that him? Not even gonna lie, that was actually a pretty big size red deer. Well, if he did end up getting swooped, what I am going to do is actually head up and see if we can track him down. Actually, hold on. Where's the binoculars? Here we go. Well, that does look like the red deer we are tracking, so he is not too far in front of us. I would say... he's probably maybe a few feet from us. I wouldn't say too far. We actually just switch back over to our caller and see if he ends up respawning, maybe coming back in. Give it 3 calls. Let's see. If he does end up coming back, I'm hoping he comes on the side of the ridge. If he comes back down this way. What might actually happen is he might come from the top. Maybe. Let's see. Is he down here? We'll start out another call and see if he ends up respawning. I did thought I heard footprints. Is he coming? Kind of bummer that I don't see him down there. I might keep working myself down this way. Well, I do know last time that he was heard, he was actually down this way, over on this ridge. There's a female. But I don't think he was with any females. I think he was just alone. I'm wondering if he got stuck on a rock, maybe? Where is my binoculars? There we go. See, down here. I do want to see if I can pick up his tracks. It would be pretty nice if we can get another look on him. I did get like a decent look on him when he was up on the ridge, but I'm not totally sure on what his score was. That's not his tracks. Yes, these are not his tracks either. Yep, not his tracks. Head up this way. Let's pick up these tracks. Nope. How about these? Are these his tracks? No, they're not. The heck? Where the heck did his tracks go? I guess these are all wood grouse tracks. Yes, they are. I think we might have to go back to the recent track that we had on them and see if we can pick up from there. So I will end up heading down that way. Yeah, everything turns out. It's kind of a bummer that. Oh wait, maybe are these his? This might be his track. Well, we will end up seeing if it is his or not. But first things first is that we do need to find more tracks that leads to this red deer in order to even pick up a trail. So I think that's what I'm going to do for at least right now, is try to find a trail. Interesting. So, well, his trail's not going that way, so let's see. I'm wondering if it's leading downwards. It might be doing that. Let's see. So, roaming. I'm just going to keep following this track that is leading this direction and see what happens. Hopefully we do pick up a track. Oh, here's another track. Looks like this is his. Does he went straight up this hill? He must have ended up looping us, I'm guessing. But it's very interesting. Let's see. I'll walk down here just a few feet to see if there is any tracks up here or if it's just like a track to point us off of his lead, which that might be the case because I'm not seeing another track. I just want to make it over this hill just to check. Yes, so it does actually look like his track is still leading the direction going downwards. Okay. Red box. I wonder if I'm able to maybe, hold on, let me just check something. Pull up binoculars. I wonder if he's actually somewhere near us. Because I know there is a female, like somewhere over in that direction. So why wouldn't there not be a male near us? Let's see. Keep heading down this way. To be honest, I think his other track before we started going up the hill was somewhere down here, so I don't think it disappeared. I think this might be his track. Okay, so it does look like he's heading this way. Yeah, I think we're definitely on the right track now. And if I'm correct, he could possibly be down by the water right now. Which that could be one of the cases. Where in the world is this deer headed? Like, now he's heading back uphill? This might... No, I guess this is actually his track. I thought it was going to be like one of them tracks, but it just leads them off, like leads players off. But I guess not. So I guess he did end up going this way. See, pick this up. Okay. So, this is what I might actually do. So, we have the river not too far in front of us. So, I'm not sure how far these binoculars are able to pick up for distance-wise. I think it was like 700, 800. But, if this is right, if this goes right, I should be able to spot them from this height. Which, let's see. Oh, if he is down here, these binoculars should be able to pick him up. Oh, let's see. Where actually did we already lose his tracks? No? It's pretty big too. Well, that is not his track. Because by all means, I don't think his tracks should be more than, I think, 10 to 20 feet from each other. So, they're definitely near us. I just have to pick up the other track because I don't think the track would actually go that far from the main one what we got back there. So let's see. Is this track up here? This might be the track, but I think we already got this track. But if we didn't, his track is definitely leading in this direction. So yes, his track is going this way. Okay, let's see. I'm actually wondering if I'm able to see him from up here. Can we spot him? I know for a fact that he should be somewhere down there, but I just don't know where. It's yeah. So he definitely is going down this way. But the other thing is with this track, I'm hoping this is the male that I am actually tracking because I can't tell if it's male or female. But I hope this is the one that we did see when we first got into the game. I think that one might be an actual fake track. I'm just gonna go a little more this way to see if it is or not. Maybe it wasn't. Bro, I am not gonna lie, it is a pain trying to find this guy. Doesn't look like he's going that way. Let's see if we can head back up this way. Well, I'm going to run back over this way and go the opposite way where that track led us and see if his track is going that direction. Okay, yeah, so it was a fake track. And he is going this way, so we are on the right direction now. So let's pick up this track, and I guess by the looks of it, and seeing how far these tracks are apart from each other, we might be actually getting close to him, which might be a good sign. Because when I did first see him, he did look like a pretty giant red deer. Let's see, because this red deer is like, we have been tracking him for like, already, like, it's probably been like already 15 minutes. Not really seeing too much. I wonder if his track maybe went up this way? Doesn't look like it. So I'm guessing he must have went downwards, which probably is the possibility. Because if the track's like that, it's a V shape, so check it down this way. So nothing that way. I am shocked that I am not finding his tracks anywhere. That's not his track. Wonder if one of his tracks may be off. Try it this way. Oh, what the heck? The hilly? Hey, well, I want to see something. I am just shocked that where the heck did his tracks go off? Because by the looks of it and how we tracked him, for some reason, like, his tracks just vanished. Like, what? We keep searching down here and see if, like, just make sure I double check this area. Just make sure, like, his tracks didn't just, like, go out a distance from... I do want to end up tracking this red deer, but if this whole video is just going to be about this red deer track, it's going to be insane. Because I do want to track him. I do want to see like his full potential score. Which I think that'd be pretty nice, because I am trying to climb the leaderboard for at least red deer. And I think it's going to be a challenge doing it. But if we manage to do it, I think that's going to be pretty sick. Let's see. Well, I'm pretty sure I already got this track. This track has already been claimed. Yeah, but it shows his track going this way, but there's no like evidence back here that points that he went this direction with the track. I'm pretty sure. Wait, hold on. Wait, we might be on his track again. Hold on. Oh snap. Hold a minute. You may actually see it's roaming, so I'm not sure if it's fresh or if it's just been here. Which perhaps it's probably just been here for a while. But I think we're back on his tracks again. Like, I don't know what happened back there. It's just been like an off lead. But by the looks of everything, I got a good feeling that he's really not that far from us. And plus, I'm actually kind of happy that we are tracking this red deer, just due to the fact that I can level up my tracking, which will be pretty nice. Oh, let's see. I think we just lost his track again. That is not a red deer. That is the female. So I definitely do know that this now, since that female just did call, I do know that this is the male track that I was tracking from way back at the start. I'm surprised that he's still going this far. That he hasn't actually like slowed down and rest at all. Which I kind of thought that he might have been over by the water, but I don't think he is. If that, he might be actually across the water by now. Which is going to be much more of a pain tracking him, if that indicates the case. Surprised I didn't just pick up my track. Had to walk all the way back and just grab it again. So I am going to follow this V line down and see if like his track is anywhere like on this side, and then I'll probably just circle back onto the other side and see if I can pick it up his track again. I think that might have been the female. Okay, good news, good news. We found his track. Okay. Might actually start crouching now. Where is the binoculars? Let's see. Doesn't look like he's anywhere near. You sure that might be the female? Yeah, that's the female. That looks like. I just want this female to just keep going with her day and just keep pushing that way. That, I think, was our male. That was the female. That is not what we want. We want the male. So if the female does end up coming in, I might actually take out the female. Just in case at the same time that male comes in, what could happen is I hit the female and the male's right there and the male will end up being spooked. Oh yes, that does look like him. Is that our boy? That looks like our boy. 175. See if he does end up coming in this way. I'm just gonna wait till he gets a little more closer so I feel a little more comfortable shooting. Because I'm pretty sure the distance what he's at right now is probably around like 40 yards. Maybe even more. Beautiful. Dropped him. That was good. Oh. That. He was a decent stag. I thought he was bigger than this, but if this was the one that we were hunting, I didn't think I hit him right back there, but okay. He was a decent stag. But yes, so that was the stag that there's a huge stag right there. There's a huge flipping stag right there. Look at that beauty. I had to use a gun. I had to. That doe or that female red deer was getting way too close and I was just not feeling it. Kinda sucked that I had to use the gun though. Yeah, he got dropped pretty easy. Not a bad stag. He was pretty decent in size. Not bad at all. Pretty good. So, let's see actually where we are on the map. So we're not even near our zone yet, so we're just pushing up through, which is pretty good. And we're making some decent progress. We got 2 stags so far, so that's good. Let's see what this guy scored. 195. That was probably the most decent stag that we got so far. It was a lung and a heart shot, so it worked out great. I do want to see his full, like, rack and stuff. That rack is absolutely beautiful. It's insane. Yeah, so not bad, not bad. Decent scoring, but that's not the biggest. Still got some more red deer roaming around here. But I do know that before we ended up shooting that stag, he was in a group with 2 females. So I do know that there is no more stags in that group. So with that stag out of the group, that just leaves them with 2 females. So I am not even going to worry about even tracking the females, because they are no longer in a herd. So which I am going to do now is just keep pushing the river and see what we ended up finding through the river, because there's no sense of tracking them other 2 stags. Or not stags, those other 2 female red deer. Actually, what I am going to do is just check the riverbed. I do also want to check what time is it. It's 6:39, so it's getting that time zone where it's almost like 7, which does us a little good for at least the lighting. We'll be able to see a little better. I thought I saw something running, but I could be just bugging. It doesn't look like there's anything over on that shoreline. Looks like that shore's clear. I might end up pushing like through here and go on that riverbank over there. Just keep following the riverbank up and see what happens. Oh, Shoot, wait a minute. I just saw a stag. I guess we ended up spooking him. So, what I might actually do... I don't think it was a very big stag, but it was definitely a stag. What I might actually do is head over that way, because I don't really think that we spooked him very hard, so he is not going to go very far from us. Which I'm not going to run because the animals on here can hear about 500 from where you are. I'm thinking, yeah, I think it's around like 500 feet they can hear you, so I'm not going to run. Just gonna get over here. Check around. Maybe that stag might have ran up here. I think he did. Actually, hold on. There's a stag right there. Is it just the one female? Yeah, I think it is. So, that female stays on there, I'm fine. I hope she stays on there. Let's see. This is our red deer track. It does look like he is heading back up this way. I might actually opt out of this red deer because I'm pretty sure that he is not huge at all. He's just medium size. Because I did just barely got a glimpse of him. By the glimpse of that red deer that I saw go up this hill, or should I say ridge, didn't look too fancy at all. Like, he had a small rack, so I definitely know he was not very big. Because if we're going to definitely score on the leaderboard, we need something like huge. That's high priority right now. It's just getting something huge. Oh, snap. I am not seeing too much movement on the backside. Where is that stag? I cannot walk that way. Shoot. Alright. Let's see. Can we see anything over on that side? Doesn't look like it. So at least we can cross here, so that's pretty good for us. Because I think on the front side of this will be the leading way up as far as where we need to head, which that is pretty good. So I think I might keep on doing that, keep moving myself up in that direction, which will probably end up helping us a lot. Seeing more red deer and stuff, well, encountering them more often, because let's see what time it is. It's about almost 7 in-game time. So I'm thinking about, I want to say it's probably their drink time, because I'd probably say drink time is probably 8 for them, which may not be right, but I do know that they're very common near the water, so they're probably going to be by the water. Let's see what happens. We definitely see what happens. I'm also going to address this too. The Hunter Classic is getting a new thing. Well, no. Let me just say this. The Hunter Classic is getting a big update, which is going to be rolling out, as far as I know of, what would be probably next year. But this is what like they're talking about. Like we already got some of the weapon skins in game, which is pretty nice. But they all were discussing, well, the developer community for the Hunter Classic were discussing about them upgrading the engine, which will allow for more content to be pushed out for the Hunter Classic, which is pretty amazing news. I mean, there hasn't been an engine for this game for at least 11 years, as far as the game has been out for. But that is finally being addressed, and they are going to be upgrading the engine, and it's going to be 64-bit. That's we know of, and they might be adding a new map. It's not confirmed yet, but they were talking about it and discussing about it. But they might be bringing a new map in. Like I said, it's not confirmed. So they're also going to be maybe working on textures and animal models. I'm pretty sure they were talking about animal models, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But hopefully we'll see some new skins be brought into the Hunter Classic. I think that'll be pretty amazing. And especially with this new upgrade for a big leap up to 64 bits is absolutely insane. Because right now we're at 32 bits. This game is running on a 32-bit, which is not very, I mean, that's a low engine. but 64-bit is insane. I mean, that's what Unreal Engine 5 runs on, is 64 bits. But the engine's not confirmed on what it's going to be in. It could be in Unreal Engine 4 or Unreal Engine 5. But hopefully they do Unreal Engine 5, because that'd be pretty sick seeing how everything plays out for the game in Unreal Engine 5. I think that'd be pretty awesome to see. But that's the big news, what is happening with the Hunter Classic. So it's still going to be getting its updates as regular, as TK was saying. So it's going to be pretty sick, seeing what they bring to the table. Oh, you see, let's get rid of this bear. I thought I was going to be able to get another shot on him, but he did end up going down, so that's good. We'll head over there and claim him. But yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait, especially seeing like what deer and their fur types are going to look like and stuff like that. But the one thing I hope, I cross my fingers on, and I hope they don't do, is do the same thing what they did with COTWs, adding great ones. I hope they don't do it with the Hunter Classic. I hope they don't. Keep the great ones in the Hunter Call of the Wild. Do not bring them into the Hunter Classic. We have non-typicals, and I think that's good enough for us. I mean, we don't need a great one in the Hunter Classic. Just, no, please, please don't add the great ones into this game. Non-typicals are good enough. And I hope they don't go like super crazy if they do end up redoing the skin models like how they have it for the Hunter Call of the Wild. I hope they keep it realistic and actually make it feel like a hunting game, unlike an arcade game like they do with COTW. Which I would absolutely love, and make more content on this game if they end up doing that. I think that would be pretty nice for just not me, but for the rest of the people as well. Let's see. Kill confirm. A 24 scoring brown bear. Actually, this was the biggest brown bear that I've gotten today since I've been playing. The recent brown bears that we got today was a 23 scoring one and another 23 scoring one that I got on this map earlier today. And then the other map, what has the reindeer on it, I got a 23 scoring reindeer. I think that was yesterday though. And today was a 24 scoring one. So we did improve at least on one animal today, getting up to a 24 score. But so far so good. You know, I'm going to keep pushing and see what we can find. Hopefully we can find some more big animals, but I don't think I'm going to make it leaderboard. Maybe not this stream, but eventually, because I do plan on streaming more. But I will end up resuming because I don't need a picture of it. It's not that big. I think the max size for them is like 28, if I'm correct. But for, well, at least scoring on leaderboard, it's 28, but other than that, yeah. I forgot what I was going to say. But let's see. So there was a bear, and I did end up firing off that rifle, so whatever was in 500 meter range would have been spooked. So I definitely know anything what was around me ended up running away. So by the looks of it, there might not be any more animals around us, which is okay. That's perfectly fine. I have no issues with that. But so far on the menu that we have been hunting on this map, we have gotten so far, I think 3, 4, or maybe even 5 animals. And we might be actually adding 6 to our menu. It depends on the size of this bear. It is another male. He is all, well, the weight unlocks at level 3 and same as the score. But not the same as the score, but the score level unlocks at level 5. But at least we do know that there's another bear here, which I might end up taking him. The downside of that is that we don't have a caller. So what I might do is, because I know I end up getting close to him, he might end up spooking, which would not be in our favor. But if he ends up coming this way, it might work just right. Maybe not. I thought he might have come across the water again. I guess not. If he does turn this way, which I hope he does, this will work out great. Because, let's see. What is the yardage on him? He's about 98, 126. Yeah, so yeah, he's still a little far. He's above 79 yards from us, 258 feet. I meant 79 meters from us and 200 feet, 200 and something feet, 261, my bad. If he ends up keep coming this way, I'll end up taking a shot on him. I'm hoping if he comes like right around here, 59, but I see every time he walks out, he likes to turn that way and head back out. Let's see. If he ends up coming up there, I'm going to take him with the bow. See, that's what I mean. Whenever you hunt like brown bears with a bow, they get very skittish and they run off very easy. So it's very hard hunting these guys with a bow. And then down here it's like Bear City too. Like that's another thing too. Like you got female bears over there. It's crazy. Like every time I come down here and say like I'm going to go for like red deer, I'll end up going down this ravine all the way down. I'll follow it down here. There's always going to be some sort of brown bear down here. It's either going to be a female or male, but they're always down in this like little area, like right here. But trying to get close enough with a compound bow is just super hard with these guys, because they're the same thing as reindeer. Like, I wouldn't say the same thing as reindeer, but in terms, like, to break it down, they're very skittish like reindeer. They will run away very quick. But if you do end up hitting them, they'll change habits. They'll either go into aggressive mode and end up coming at you and attacking you. So you just gotta be careful with that. But I mean, it just kind of sucks trying to hunt these guys with bow. I mean, you can do it with, like, if you're in stand and if you have a car, you can do it with, like, that way, but trying to hunt these guys on ground, it's very difficult. Especially if you're trying with a bow. It's very hard. All I'm saying is it just requires a lot of patience, and sometimes you might not have that. And then with the brown bear too, you also gotta know is sometimes like they'll end up coming towards you and then they'll start turning the other direction. They're curious. Whenever I see them do that, I always think about that they're always going to be curious on what they're going to do. But I mean, for the majority of the animals that we have gotten so far, we have done good. I would say we have done good this stream so far with the animals that we've gotten. So that's a good start. But like I said, everything's time consuming with this game. Like, this game requires a lot of patience on some of the shots that you have to take in order to get the animal. Which isn't bad. I mean, I kind of like the patience though. Might keep heading down this way. Follow this riverbed out. Because I do know red deer end up, my bad. But I do know, like, our next area for maybe like seeing red deer would probably be up here a little more. Let me see. Like, I think I got too many markers. But right here will be another area to hunt red deer. So, what the ideal is when you first start on the map, if you're hunting red deer, or if you're grinding for competition or league, which competition is league, you want to start here and work your way up the map till you get to this point right here. If you don't get any big red deer through here, what you can do is end up exiting your game and going back into it. But for the red deer league, you only get 10 tries. And it's your 3 top biggest red deer that you can get in order to try to make it to the #1 spot. It has to be your 3 biggest, and you got 10 tries. This league I'm not competing in. I didn't really feel like that was something I was interested in, especially hunting red deer. I don't really do a lot of red deer hunting, so league for red deer for me is something that I don't really attend to too much. I usually pick the easiest leagues to get up there in the leaderboard that I know I can climb pretty easy. For example, like elk, like Rocky Mountain elk, I know I can get up there pretty easy. Another example, wild boar, I can get up there pretty easy on the league. But like I said, it just takes time consuming. That's all it is. And you gotta pick like what animals you want, like pick and choose type thing. You have to choose the best animals. You can't get no small ones. You have to get ones that are actually going to score high. It's just a bunch of things. Okay, let's see. If I'm correct, these should be the roe deer tracks, which it is, and I'm pretty sure the roe deer that is maybe behind us is a female. I do know that she is not with any males, so there's no sense of me even going for the roe deer, what is in the back of me. Roe deer is another thing too in this game. I just can't get enough of. Like, they're just so annoying. That might be the roe deer we just got spooked. Which, that's okay. That's perfectly fine. We don't even care about you. Yeah, let's see. Now, if there is any red deer, this would be one of the spots that you would definitely see them at. Well, you end up start seeing them at. Yeah, I just want to scout, see if there's anything near the bay. It doesn't look like it. And I'm pretty sure that brown bear we saw is definitely gone. I do know that he ended up going this way, so he probably ended up crossing the river if I'm not mistaken. Which is probably the big factor of him. It's crazy because the time that you should arrive up here is about 7:33. Is the if you're progressing just right and everything's going right, you're harvesting right, you're getting on time, you're getting on track, you're getting everything done. Early on, down here, you're getting things done down here, getting red deer down here. By the end, you should be up here by 7:33. Well, closing in maybe at 7:40, maybe 7:50 up here. But if you can get up here by 7:33, you're pretty much doing good on time. But and then when you get up here, you can do multiple things. You can either end the game, or you can set up stand. Like, any one of these trees over here that you see, you could probably put a stand on it. I'm not sure if all of them are available, but if you have a stand on you, if you're carrying a stand, you can put stand up here and you can sit maybe to 8 or 9 and see if anything comes through at them times. But you definitely want to get up here by 7:33 just to make sure that, like, there's nothing up at this direction, which sometimes will end up being the factor, but you never know to travel up here on foot. Oh dear. Not bad though. Not bad at all. Pretty good, pretty good. I think I might end the stream here. We did get a lot of things done, for at least this stream. We did make it 1 hour, 22 minutes in. So that was very good. Probably next stream I'll go a little more longer. But for at least this stream, we did pretty good.